So this one comes with a trigger alert. It's the third in my series on why essential oils do not contain allergens in the case, especially when we're talking about rashes. In this particular case, it was with a health professional that had never used oils before. She was referred to me by a mutual friend, and she came to me for anxiety. She wanted to use oils for anxiety. She wasn't familiar with them. And in her case, by this point, I had already established the very powerful concept that oils do not work with medications in all cases. You really need to know what you're working with. So I was very well aware of any contraindications and potential interactions. That said, and she was taking medications, but they weren't supporting her anxiety. So I put her on something for digestion and for sleep, because sleep was also a factor for her. So she was a little baffled because one of the blends was a digestive blend. And she's like, why am I doing digestion when I said I want to deal with anxiety? And I said, well, I was explaining to her the gut-brain communication, which again, she was a health professional, but was something that they're not accustomed to treating jointly, although it's gotten better. It's improving. But that said, I produced an oil blend that actually would support both digestion as well as the anxiety, but through the gut to improve that communication. So what I had her do was actually begin to apply it directly to her abdomen. And well, this is where things kind of got weird, because she did develop a rash, but it got weird because this is where the trigger alert comes in. She developed a pretty serious rash, and lo and behold, after some work with her, we discovered that she had been doing self-harm to her abdomen. Unfortunately, in her case, she had been scratching her abdomen until she bled for years, and she was able to keep it a secret. But what ended up going on was the blend I produced for her actually contained an antifungal property to it. So when we are increasingly stressed, as she has been, we don't just get yeast in the mouth and the vaginal areas and so forth. What happens is it develops in all the tissues, and where we use oils, they have the ability to increase the absorption rate. And when the body begins to flush toxins faster than it can eliminate, it's going to push it out exactly where the oils were applied. And that's exactly what was going on with her. This is the reason why we started her on a protocol to help her system relax enough so she could flush it and eliminate it, and also get rid of the rash. But this is what was going on. It was not an allergic reaction.